Warning, this is a long and a little bit personal video. If you guys are interested, please watch. We talk about boys, we talk about my kitten, we talk about the gym, we talk about motivation, we talk about feeling upset with yourself. If you guys are interested, please watch. I would really appreciate it, and I really appreciate your feedback. And I apologize for my absence. And now let's get to my video. Hey guys, so I know it's been like 3 or 4 months since my last video. My last video was actually of my kitten, and then Christmas came around and then everything just got crazy. This is just kind of an update about what I've been going through and like how I've been feeling and how I'm bringing myself back up. And this is going to be kind of on the serious note of an update video, so I really hope you guys take the time to hear what I have to say. Happy note was the kitten. She is now 4 months old. She'll be 5 months April 1st, and then she gets spayed. She gets spayed in April. I'm really worried about that. Another funny thing though, at night, actually no, this is kind of like disgusting. So if you guys have any tips to help me with this problem, please let me know. I'll be dead asleep. Okay, she'll have to go to the litter box or whatever, eats, does whatever she needs to do. Okay, last night, well, this has happened a couple nights in a row now, it's like I smell something so gross next to my face. And it's like when she goes to the litter box, she like hits her poop with her paw and she jumps. She normally jumps on this side of the bed and comes to my side. I normally sleep on this side, but it's like last night and a couple nights she jumps up on my side because I think she sees my hair hanging off the bed. She loves to attack my hair, which is so annoying. But I don't know what it was. But it's like she steps in her poop and then she comes onto my bed. So I had poop paws on my pillow last night. It was disgusting. And then it's like she doesn't shake off her paws. Like I have a little special pad like right by her litter box, so when she comes out some of like the litter will fall out. But it's like none of it all falls out, so I have litter in my bed. Isn't that so disgusting? Like, I don't know what to do about it. Do I have to like follow her to her litter box and like shake her body so all this litter comes out of her paws? I don't know. It's disgusting, and she's not very good at like realizing that she has poop on her. I feel like most cats are normally very clean and will smell it on them and try and get it off or whatever. Do whatever they need to do. No, it's like mine's like, oh cool, I poop on myself, new cat perfume, this is great, my owner's gonna love it. No. Oh, and then one more quick story about her because she's hilarious. I was driving home back up to this house for school from my recent break and my spring break. And so luckily I was only 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from my parents' house. And she's in her carrier, and I'm like, man, something smells. And my town reeks all the time. So I was just like, oh, maybe it's just town. So I passed town. I'm going into Wawa, which is a gas station where I live. I know the West Coast doesn't have it. I'm pretty sure most of the East Coast has it. But I'm like, man, she smells so bad. And I look at her carrier, and there's diarrhea everywhere. I had to hold her in. Luckily I had a towel in my car because normally I put a towel over her carrier so she can't see out and she doesn't meow. Normally she'll go back to sleep and I can just drive without her walking around my car. But I had to hold her in this towel. She had it all over her back legs and on her face and on her front paws. I had to hold her in this towel until my mom got to the Wawa that I was at, and she was like, while I was talking to her on the phone, I was like, Mom, she diarrheaed everywhere before I stopped. And then finally took her out of her carrier, and my mom's like, you need to go in there and go get some wipes or whatever. And I said, what am I supposed to do? Put her back in her carrier so she can get more poopy, or let her walk around my car so that way it gets poopy? No. So she came down, she got water, she brought wet ones, and we kind of drenched her and got her completely cleaned off, and I continued my ride. And then when I got back up here, I immediately gave her a bath. I have battle wounds from it. She likes water, it's just she doesn't like the first feeling of it. I kind of just fought with her for a little bit. I have these scars right here. I don't know if you can see them, but it was worse the other day. It started from here, came this way, and then up to my elbow. So it was a mess. But then I just started throwing her in the water. I make it so that way at least it hits her little paw ankles, so that way she's getting used to the water and at least her paws are getting clean. So I just started putting her in there, she'd jump out, I put her back in there, she'd jump out, and then finally I put her in there, she just kind of gave up and was like, alright, I really don't have a choice. So I think I learned my strategy is just to jump her in there. But when I'm brushing my teeth and the water's on, she plays with it, so I kind of understand why she's fighting with me when she likes water. So maybe she doesn't like the soap. I don't know what it is, but she's funny looking when she comes out. I've been kind of having struggles trying to find what I want to do with my life. I'm in this point in my life where I should be figuring out what I want to go to school for, what I really enjoy, what I want to do, what I want to like get money, like make money for, and not be miserable at this job that I will eventually have, or maybe I will own. I don't know what it will be, but it's just been so rough on me because it's just, I know a lot of people kind of struggle at this, but I love photography, I love interior design, I love cosmetology, I love hair, I love, I love all those things, and it's just, I don't know what to do. And I've also been having boy problems, which we'll get to that. If you guys are interested about the boy stuff, just keep watching. But I would get down on myself, oh, I'm not going anywhere. I would get frustrated with, school. I would get upset that I'm not able to move forward in some things because I don't have the experience, or I'm not taking the classes for it, or, I'm too young to do this, I'm too young to own my business, which I don't think I am, which I would love to own my own bar, which sounds really funny, but I actually work at a bar now. Oh my gosh, I get so off topic. I work at a bar right now, I'm a bartender, and I absolutely love it. I'm 19, so I can't drink, obviously, you have to be 21, but in some states you can be 18 is the minimum age you can do to serve alcohol. So I'm a bartender at a bar. I'm not going to list you the state because it's the state right next to my state, so not really going to say. So yeah, I've been really struggling with finding myself and, the person I want to become, and I don't know, it's just been so stressful for me, and I would just get down on myself, I would think the world's against me, I would think I'm a failure, and it was just really hard for me to do something I enjoy, which is this, and trying to figure out what I'm going to do for a living, which, it could end up being this. I know some YouTubers make great money, and, they do this and they love it because it's something they enjoy. Everyone wants to do a job that they enjoy, and you know what, YouTube could be it for me. This is why I don't understand when people are like, oh, they're doing this because they're making money. No, they're doing this because they enjoy it. Would you rather sit at a desk doing something you hate, or would you rather be sitting in front of a camera, doing all the editing you have to do and love it and make money for it? It's great. I would rather do something like that than sit in an office doing something I hate, sitting in my own little cubicle having to look at a computer screen. So that's just kind of my thing on that, because I see some YouTubers that are like, oh, they're doing this video because they get paid for it, or oh, this is coming up because they're getting paid for it, or whatever, they have to say this. They're doing it because they enjoy it, and people out there find that they enjoy it and will go to them because to promote whatever they're promoting, or doing whatever they need to do. I don't know, that's just my little rant on that. If you ended up enjoying this and then you got paid for it and you had people hating on you for it, it would make you feel awful. That's just my little thing about that. But actually, no, it wouldn't make you feel awful because it's something you love and you're making money. Best of both worlds. Anyway, so right now I'm going to school and I'm going for general studies. General studies, well, schooling in general is not me. I'm not the type of learner where I can sit at a desk and listen to a lecture and take a test and completely, at least get an 85 on it. I'm not a good test taker. I could study for, 3 hours, whatever they say, and I could be trying to study for 3 hours, and it's just in one eyeball because, I'll be reading it, and out the other. So it just it doesn't flow for me. School isn't a Holly thing. I'm a more of a hands-on learner, and general studies, yes, I can read, yes, I can write, I could do math. I'm actually leaving school, and I'm going to go enter a cosmetology school. So this means all the schooling I just did, all the credits I just made, does not even go toward this school. So I kind of just did, I went to school for a year and figured out that I didn't like it. And honestly, I didn't think I was going to like it when I went into it. I think I was expecting, you know, the cool, oh, I'm going to go party with my friends, all this other stuff. If someone was to see me, they're going to be like, oh, she has no friends. Honestly, I do not go out and party. I don't have like that huge posse of friends that you make in college because one, I do not live in a dorm. Two, I'm not the go out and party girl yet. I mean, I'm not sure if I hit that stage yet, but I am not a partier. So I'm actually going in for hair, which I wish I was going in for makeup, but you make a lot more money when you go into hair, and I'll go through hair school and say I want to go into more makeup, then I'll go to a makeup school and just get all that training I need and get the state license that I need and do whatever I want with it, or have my own company or be a part of a company. I don't know what it may be yet. But I'm very, very excited, and I do not start this till November. Originally, I was going to start in September, but the lady that I was talking to for this school says the classes are so big, and the way that I learn, it's not very helpful when a class is so big and I can't, you know, have one-on-one time with the instructor, which I know life will never be always that I can have one-on-one with somebody, but for the sake of me learning how to do stuff, it'd be really helpful. And she said November is kind of the smaller classes, so I thought it'd be perfect to join in November and, you know, get the help that I need. And they're very helpful. They're very sweet, the company that, not the company, the school that I'm attending. So I'm really excited. Now I'm going to talk about boys, okay? Boys have been, you know, girls, they bring you down if things don't turn out the way that you want them, or, you know, they lead you on, or pretty much they lead you on. And I know boys think that we lead them on, which I'm sure we do, but I know it's probably not intentional. I mean, if it is, then that's not good. And I know maybe guys, it isn't intentional. I know sometimes they can be. I don't know. But I recently had a boyfriend, and he broke up with me. And he broke up with me just because he didn't like me anymore, and he didn't have the feelings that he did for me anymore, and he didn't feel the same connection. So pretty much it all led to he didn't like me anymore. And we work side by side at this job that I'm at, so it's going to be, you know, interesting. So keep your fingers crossed that things will be back to normal. But, you know, we didn't date that long, but I think that was probably the most heart-wrenching breakup I've had just because it was so out of the blue. And the reason it was so out of the blue was because he was saying things to me in text messages all the time that were, I never want to lose you, you know, this is the greatest relationship I've ever been in, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, he breaks up with me. So this was really confusing to me and for me to understand, like, what I did wrong. He says I didn't do anything wrong, but the thing is that it sure makes you feel like you did something wrong. And I know some of you girls who are in my situation know exactly how I'm feeling, is that it just feels like you did something wrong and that you're not suitable for relationships or anything. This is a message for any boys that are watching me. Don't lead girls on, and don't say things like, oh, we're going to be in a relationship forever when you guys are like 3 weeks into it, because then we get our hopes up thinking, oh, this is going to be the best relationship, we're going to get all this done, blah, 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 and you break up with him or he breaks up with you. So don't say things you do not mean so early in the relationship, or don't say things you don't mean at all in a relationship. One, it'll end up bad in the long run no matter which way you go. So that's just kind of my thing. Boys are yucky and they are mean. So I banned myself from boyfriends for a while. So until I can get myself in a, you know, I love Holly state where I can just go out and be happy that I'm single. So girls, be happy that you're single. If you are not happy that you're single, learn to be happy that you're single. Okay? Promise. It'll work. I am starting to work out more. I used to dance for 15 years and then I stopped, and then I just started to feel gross just because I didn't feel like I was doing anything with my body. My body was getting so, like, you know, disoriented and not what it was, and I really wanted to get back to the way that my body was originally, you know, not even 10 months ago. So I joined a gym, and I joined it for like a week, and then I was like, I want a trainer. And, you know, when you think trainer, you think, okay, he's going to be, you know, side by side with you and just, you know, helping you, pushing you just a little bit, you know, whatever. No. My trainer whooped my ass. Excuse my language, but it is true. If you guys are in the state of mind where you think that, your life is going so wrong or whatever, I really suggest actually going to a gym, maybe even getting a trainer, going to yoga classes, doing Pilates, because I've noticed that it really helps me get my mind off of everything. I let everything out at the gym. And this is great because I would sit here and watch movies and wallow, or, color some pictures, or, go on Tumblr and see all these cute relationship things, or all these girls with great bodies and all this other stuff. And it's just like, man, if I was actually doing something and, putting my best foot forward, I would be out there doing it. And the thing is I was laying in bed or, sitting on the computer, and I really wanted to push myself to be the best that I can be and feel good in my skin. So I got a trainer, and the reason that it really pushed me to get a trainer is because of these boys that have been really heart-wrenching toward me and, just stop talking to me or, put me down. Not really put me down, but in the put me down type of way that I'm talking about is they led you on to think that you'd be something more, we're going to take it slow and see where things go. Instead, it was just, okay, I'm going to text you a couple times, then I'm going to tell you I'm not going to like you anymore, or I'm not interested in talking to you anymore. And this has happened to me a bunch of times, and if you guys would like a boys' story time with me, comment me down below and I'll be more than happy to share my stories. But I have some good ones. But recently it's just been these boys would talk to me and, be done with me. Or they're the player types where they'll date one girl and talk to another girl and blah, 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 blah. I don't like that. So the one thing that really pushed me was that these boys would do this, because in my head I have it like, okay, I'm going to get this great body, I'm going to look fantastic in the summertime, I'm going to be happy with myself that I achieved this, and these boys are going to sit there and be like, wow, she looks good and she looks happy and she looks comfortable in her skin, and they're going to be like, wow, I missed out. This is what is in my mind to kind of help me push me and just be like, ha. Like, that's exactly what it would be like if they were like, oh, we should go on a date, and be like, ha, like, you were a joke. Like, it's not even worth it to go back into it. So that's kind of my mindset, is to get that awesome body and then being like, oh, man, like, look at her, she looks good, and she looks comfortable, and she looks happy, and, she's not, I don't want to say, like, you're in your self-pity, but it's almost kind of like you are, like, if you didn't push yourself, you'd just be like the same old you, and you'd be like, man, this really sucks. I'm working next to this guy that was my boyfriend, and he's talking to all these other girls, and we work at a bar, so there's a lot of girls, and they look cute, and here I am, and I'm a bartender, and I'm just sitting here like, ugh. No. I think it was a good idea that all this that's just happened to me with all these boys, not all I don't want to make it sound like I have 10 guys. It was only 2. It really pushed me to be like, I'm going to show them, like, what they're going to miss, and, like, be happy of, like, who I am and, what I'm achieving, what my goals are going to be, and I'm really happy that I have this mindset. The other reason is for modeling. If I haven't told you guys this before, I do modeling, and I did it locally. There's nothing, like, big, like, oh, she's been on TV. I mean, I've been on TV for Dancing in Disney, but that was it for, like, Christmas Day Parade in 2010. I was in that, so if you guys watch that, if you guys remember, if you guys want to Google it or anything, or YouTube it, it's the one in Orlando, Florida, and I'm the center girl in the red Santa outfits, the first line center girl. So if you guys wanted to see that in 2010, I'm there. I think I have a video about it way back when. But, yeah. But I do modeling, and I've done it for about 2 years, I want to say now. I went to IMTA. If you guys don't know what IMTA is, it is a organization where it's like a convention for models or want-to-be models, and they do runway, they do monologues, they do commercials, they do workshops, and then you do all these things in front of agents, and they will have callbacks with you and all this other stuff. So I kind of forgot about it after like a couple months after it happened, just because modeling is so hard to get into, and it's really hard to find like what a true agency is and to make sure you're not getting gypped. Right now, I actually have a photo shoot this upcoming Friday for my portfolio to send off to some agencies that want to see me again, and they just want updated pictures, so I'm sending those off. So half of me was just kind of like, I really want to get that great body so that way agencies will want me. And then the other reason that I'm doing this is for me, because I have been in such a weird state of mind for so long where I just need a pick-me-up of, I'm going to show these people what I'm made of, I'm going to, you know, look good and do all this other stuff. And before, when I would join gyms, it would just be like, okay, I'm going to go, you know, run on the elliptical a little bit. Like, no. I want to push myself. And I know I'm going to regret it. I know my body's going to regret it. But not regret it. I mean, they regret it the next morning because you're going to be in so much pain. But I mean, all in all, I just want to be comfortable in my skin and know that I will be more confident and more happy once I reach some of these goals that I've set for myself. But maintaining your like workout body, like I feel like in my head I have, okay, once I get the body I'm going to stop and everything will be great. No, I have to get it in my head that even when I reach my goal, I have to maintain it. I have to still attend the gym. I still have to eat healthy. I mean, I am so bad with eating healthy though, because I have the world's biggest sweet tooth, especially around girly time of the month. So if you guys are like me, raise your hand. Can't see it, but I know who you are. Because I guarantee you most girls are like me, where they crave something sweet, especially right before it comes, and I'm at that state right now, so I'm really trying to... I'm really proud of you guys for whatever you guys are going through. I'm proud of you guys. You guys are doing great. You know, keep motivated. Keep doing what you're doing. If you're happy, if you're not happy, if you're upset about something, push yourself to do something to make yourself feel better. That is what I have in my head, you know. If you're upset about a breakup, don't sit in bed and cry, you know. Go outside and run. Go join a gym, you know. Go do something active. If you sit there and wallow, you're going to feel worse about yourself in the long run. That's kind of how I have my state of mind. If you guys are still interested in my past relationship gossip, go ahead and comment down below, because that'll be a fun video for me to make to vent it all out. So, oh man, I need to start writing that out too. I might as well just write it out and do it. But if you guys are super interested, you know, say I in the comments. You can follow me on Twitter. It is the same username as it is in here. On YouTube, it's the same username. I will let you guys know I am not on there all the time. The only reason I am going to use it now, it's not going to be like, oh look, I'm going to the mall. Oh look, I just bought a bathing suit. Oh look, my favorite color is green now. No. It's going to be if there's going to be a video up. You know, I'm going to say, you know, recording a video, going to be up later, could be up tomorrow, you know. It's going to be computers down, can't record, or, you know, lost my cord to my camera, which I do all the time, can't record. What type of videos do you guys want up next? It's just going to be pretty much of an update of where I'm going with these videos, and if there's going to be absences like what I just went through again. Hopefully they're going to be done. I will tell you videos are going to be slow now with the end of the semester coming around and with all the training I'm doing. It's kind of getting tight, but today's my relaxation night, so I'm going to record a video.